If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. What if I told you that anything that you can see in your mind, you can hold in your hand? What if I told you that I could promise this to you? You see, whatever you can see in your mind, you can hold in your hand when you do this, when you follow my exact instructions that I'm going to be sharing with you today in this video. You see, this is something that I have done time and time and time again. And I have so much proof from specific people coming back or coming in for the first time, more money surpassing my wildest dreams coming to me, exact events playing out how I manifested them, to receiving text messages word for word from people I hadn't heard from for months and months and months, going on dates with specific people, manifesting people who do a job that I would like them to do, silly things like that, meeting celebrities that I've always wanted to meet, building a global successful business, creating a successful social media platform, traveling the world with my business, traveling first class, getting first class seats when it looks impossible, having an effortlessly toned body, having incredible youthful looking skin. So I do know how to do this and how to do this correctly. And it comes down to this. It all comes down to these very simple steps. And it is so simple, you guys. It is 3 steps. That is all that you can not only learn how to see what you desire in your mind, but if you follow these steps, you will hold it in your hand. So this is how you can transform your life, just as I have done. And I continue to do every single day. So stay tuned because, as I said, these steps are so simple to apply in your life that you will be left shocked. But before I go into that, hello, everyone. I hope you are all doing well. Welcome back to my channel. It is always such a pleasure to have you here. For those of you that are new, I am Natalie. I am a neurotransformation therapy practitioner and an intuitive manifestation coach. And my channel is all about guiding you to heal from your past traumas, to release and free you from your subconscious, deep-rooted limiting beliefs and those conscious beliefs that are controlling the trajectory of your life, that are blocking you currently from experiencing your deepest, most heartfelt desires. So if you would like to find out more about me or about the variety of coaching solutions that I offer, and to be a part of my badass manifestors community, which is a YouTube members only channel with over 18 months of unseen content for me, then all you need to do, click the links below this video. And if you do have any questions about what coaching solution is right for you, or how to join the Badass Manifestors community, then you can DM me on Insta. Again, the link's below here in the description box, or you can email me at natalie@asthepenniesdrop.com. Okay, so let's get to what these 3 simple steps are for you to manifest your deepest heartfelt desires super fast, that it will feel like miracles are showering over you, like you are holding that magic wand to experience now your deepest heartfelt desires in your hand. So let's start here with an example. It's going to lead to something. So remain listening to this. So when I was a child, I used to play the piano. I used to play piano. I used to have piano lessons. And even though I was not certified as a grade 5 student, I taught myself how to play grade 5 music whilst practicing daily, dedicating to learning because I loved it. I loved the enjoyment of it. Hearing myself playing Beethoven and the like, I simply enjoyed it. Now, not that many years ago, I decided to have a piano lesson. Well, oh my God, because I had neglected this skill that then I was so dedicated to, guess what happened? I'd literally forgotten how to use the left and the right hands together. Sharps and flats were like gobbledygook to me. Well, I went back to learning to play both left and right hand together with a song that I think it was called London's Burning. Very, 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 very basic. And let's say a little embarrassing. Anyway, what I'm trying to share here was what I'm sharing here is very important. So when we do not practice using something frequently, we tend to lose the skill that we have developed. And this is the same with anything. It's like learning a language and then not ever using it again, or for years or not going to the gym and then going to the gym after years, it's not going to be pleasant. It's going to be difficult. It's going to hurt. Or, when you have not been practicing the power of utilizing your imagination to create your reality, it's difficult to build a skill without practice, which includes how to use your imagination. Let's face it, if we were taught how to use it correctly in the first place and automatically went in to create what we wanted and did then whenever we desired something, we would all be masters at it. But you see, the truth is, we are learning more and more just how powerful we are and just how powerful our minds are when it comes to creation. And then when we, like with the examples I've shared, do not practice this skill of utilizing this, creating through our imagination, we find it difficult when it comes back to it. Or maybe you have not ever consciously manifested anything before. So it's like starting a brand new skill from scratch. Whilst it isn't going to be easy, just like anything, the more you do, the easier it gets, the better skilled you become at it. So now you understand that it is a skill to practice. It is a skill to master when it comes to imagining what your heart desires. The easiest way to do this, and how I always do this to this day, is with assistance in the form, for me, of music or guided meditations. So when I'm using something that will assist me to deepen and develop these skills to manifest my desires using my imagination, mostly, it is music. So what this is doing, you see, it's deepening within that inner felt experience of this being my truth, my true reality. So let's say I was manifesting more financial abundance. I would play music that got me excited that this was already my truth, or reminded me of money, or winning money, or having already received that amount of money, that goal. So this then helps me or assists me more effortlessly then to create clear events in my imagination that I have this now. The music heightens, lifts, raises my inner vibration that then aligns to the feeling of having this amount of money or winnings or, revenue. It makes it more effortless for me to believe this in. So then I can therefore then hold it in my hand. It's the same for manifesting love. I would find music or guided meditations that assisted me in deepening this feeling within to then assist me effortlessly in creating scenes that this is already done, that felt natural and real and believable, that I could feel it from my core. If I heard a song on the radio that had words in it that I liked, I would tell a story about that in my mind, aligning to the outcome I want. So again, using this to assist me into the feeling state of this, seeing this in my mind and using all of my senses to daydream this into my reality. So I still use these tools to assist me because I just love it. I love the feeling they create within me. It gets me even deeper to the embodiment of feeling that desire is already being mine. So the practice of using your imagination daily is going to then strengthen, like with any skill you're trying to strengthen and develop, and it will eventually become effortless and so much more enjoyable for you. So let's move to the next step. Now, to start with, you might want to find a quiet place to practice this with your eyes closed, but eventually you'll be able to do this anywhere, on the train, in the shower, in the gym, when you're running, when you're out walking, in the car, stuck in traffic, when you hear music, when you hear or see, see a sign or hear a sign, you will have developed this skill so much that you can literally take it with you anywhere, even daydreaming in all of your desires throughout the day. So you don't have to necessarily find a quiet space any longer. So when you find something outside of you to assist you to deepen this feeling within you that you want to feel when you are thinking of the desire to create the scene you want to experience, which could even be just a scene of you talking to your friends about it having already happened over a glass of wine, or just on the telephone, It is your mind and it is your creation. So then, whilst you are on the go in between the daydreaming of the desire, with or without the need of anything to, assist the feeling deepening within, what if you started to believe more that it was possible by saying this to yourself? If you had your desire right now, how would you feel? How would you feel right now if, let's say, you were already in that loving, healthy, committed relationship with a new love interest or a specific person, knowing you had dates arranged, you were waking up with them, going to bed with them, that they came to your house, you went to their house, you were going to the grocery store together, going out and hanging out with each other's friends and family, you know, spending lovely vacations together, having intimate moments together that are unforgettable, cooking together, getting morning messages from them, last thing at night messages from them, getting lovely messages throughout the day from them, asking simply how your day was or how they're so excited that they can't wait to see you later, spending the holiday seasons with them together and so much more. If you had this, all of this right now, how would it feel? Comment below in the description box one positive feeling that you would feel, and this is the same with money. How would it feel if you had won the lottery or had the most successful month of your business to date, or your business just took off and you started to receive revenue levels that were off the scale, or that you would just become a multimillionaire, or let's say it's a year after you've received all of this? How would you be feeling if you had been with this amount of money for a year or more? What would it feel like? How would you be waking up in $1 million lifestyle, or to have that successful business that you can effortlessly talk to people about? Maybe you imagine a scene with some strong, powerful music, in your ears, talking to friends, a loved one, whilst you're in your new, beautiful, incredible dream home or in that dream car, speaking to clients about how you did it all from scratch, speaking in and hearing them ask you, how did you become a globally successful multi-million-dollar businessman or woman or person? Or how did you win the jackpot on the lottery? What did it feel like? What was your best purchase? No matter what you want to manifest, how would it feel if it were with you now? Those million subscribers on YouTube you've always wanted, that busy diary with clients, receiving 6-figure business months every single month, 7-figure business months, having the body of your dreams, having lost all of that weight that you've always wanted to lose, better improved health, that dream home, the lavish lifestyle, the business, a success. It is all the same. Specific person, love interest. The final step here is simply repetition with an added twist. So step 1 is knowing that this is a practice. You're practicing to build the skill using your imagination, which gets easier the more you use it, like anything you desire to achieve in life. Consistency matters, repetition matters here. And then using this tool, like I have suggested, to assist you with help, whether that's music, guided meditations, a tool of your choice, then it's creating a scene that aligns to the desired outcome already being with you, being yours now. And like I said, I use music and meditations, but I also remember when I was, I used to manifest. When I was manifesting my dream car, my Range Rover that I now have, which I love so much, I actually even went to sit in one to feel it even more, to feel it in even more. So all of these were assisting me to deepen the belief that this was mine. I'd also use signs outside of me as tools to assist me in deepening the belief that this was also mine. Now, the car is just another example of proof. So think about that. So step 2 is, what would it truly feel like if you already had your desire now? Remember, here we are deepening the feeling to the desire when we sit thinking about this being our truth. So you have the scene, the assisted tool to deepen your feeling to the desire being with you now. And now you're going to sink into the feeling in your imagination. And when you can throughout your day, asking yourself, How would it feel if you had that desire now? What would you be thinking? What would you be feeling? What would a day in your life look like? What conversations would you be having with people? You know, so the final step, step 3, is repetition. It is replaying that scene over and over and over and over again in your mind. And this is what I did with my ex-specific person when I would think about us in New York and he came back a few weeks later pursuing me, sending me love messages, emails, and I did this by looping the feeling through positive statements about my business, a successful social media platform, seeing myself, visualizing myself, talking to my friend on a beach in Ibiza when I took my business out there, talking to friends about all of this, how successful my business was. How I wanted my body to be. I've done this with money and exceeded the money that I've wanted to receive in my business, with my car, specific clothes and outfits, experiences I wanted to experience, first class travel on airlines, dream vacations to the Maldives and safari, and more. Specific word for word text messages from people that I hadn't heard from in like such a long time, even manifesting kinder, more loving, supportive friends in my life, the best experiences, the best people in my life to get me where I need to be, share an amazing experience with all my friends and more. So all of these steps, guys, I have shared. The practice of developing the skill of imagining your desires, using music in my case, to deepen the feeling of the desire being with me, or guided meditations, getting into the feeling of it as though it were with you now by asking the question, what would it feel like? What would it feel like if it were with me now? And then it's that repetition, which then intensifies the feeling and develops the skill of you using your imagination. And when all of this is combined daily, morning, noon, and night, and throughout the day when you can, lightly, 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 it will harden into fact so fast, so fast. So I just want to wrap up with a little story that I don't believe I've shared here. I think I may have done on my Badass Manifesto community. I don't believe I've shared it here. So it's just a little something to think about. So when I was in Mykonos earlier this year in September, I had a dream about someone. And I ended up messaging them just to say, hey, I didn't think much about it. I then, through the thought of this person, created this video, which I'm going to tag here. And this meditation and the words in it came from this dream that I happened to then lightly think about this person. And what I was doing was I was listening back to this video before it actually went public, just lightly, over the weekend. So for 2 days. And when I got home, this person who I'd liked for like a long, long time, from years and years and years ago, asked me out. And this had never happened before. And then he took me on a date. Now, this was someone from a very, very, very long time ago. I'd always wondered what it would be like to date him. You see, this event of him asking me out had not happened before until I sank deep into the inner feeling of this through this guided meditation video, the living in the end of the state of the wish fulfilled, thinking about this person lightly for 2 days, and that's the outcome that I got. So this is what you need to do, guys. So give it a go, and don't worry if it is hard to start with. Remember, what I have shared is just a practice, that is all. So comment below what you manifest from these steps too, or if you have used similar steps to help inspire anyone else that this can be their truth too. So guys, I am proof that whatever you can hold in your mind, you really can hold it in your hand, no matter what you keep telling yourself the circumstance is. And never forget, you are worthy of all that you desire to. So all of the examples I've shared, I had no evidence that I was ever going to get it. I had no evidence that this was going to turn out that way. All it was me committing to the processes to align to the inner felt experience as though it was already mine. And then it manifested. So there you go, guys. Any questions about this video, comment below. Please feel free to like, share, comment below, and subscribe. And as always, you beautiful lot, I will be back very, very soon.